Guys, I want to talk to you today about a common complaint that I hear about people's backs and also their necks feeling stiff. So I'm going to talk as simply as I can about your skeletal structure here, known as the spine, for all you folks out there that are moving your bodies, whether you practice yoga or you don't. First, let me show you a quick picture of the spine and your vertebrae so you understand how the spine is structured. In total, we have 24 movable bones called vertebrae that are fused together by individual joints called facet joints. And do you know why your spine is structured in that way? Well, to put it simply, your spine is designed to enable quite dynamic movement. In fact, the way our spines are structured enables us all to flex, extend, move laterally, and twist. Now, are you someone whose spine, or what you probably refer to as your back, feel stiff and sticky and you're like, every day when you move out of your usual range of motion? Well, if this sounds like you, really the only way you can increase mobility and strength in the spine is to practice moving your spine in a way that gets all of your joints and the muscles surrounding your spine moving together, from the most superficial muscles to your deepest muscles. Now, I mentioned that the spine is made up of vertebrae and joints, but the way the various joints are structured in different parts of the spine determines the spine's movement preference. Now, with your neck, which is called the cervical part of the spine, and the lower part of the spine, which is your lumbar spine, the joints are structured to give preference to these parts of the spine being more mobile. But with the thoracic part of the spine, which is where your rib cage attaches, it's the middle of the back, it has stability already here, but not as much mobility. So if we know that we naturally already have more mobility in the cervical part and the lumbar part of the spine, what we want to create here is actually stability. And if the thoracic part of the spine already has stability, what we want to create here is actually more mobility. Perhaps you sit at a desk all day, or you're in a position which encourages less than optimal posture. Now, this can put pressure on the joints in the spine, and through time, the discs that sit in between your vertebrae can start to irritate the nerves in your spine, sometimes causing pain. So when you reach down to get something, or you lift something, and you're like, ouch, and you pull your lower back, well, in that instance, there might not have been enough stability created to protect your lumbar spine, and there's simply been too much mobility, but without the strength to support it. And how do you create stability in the lumbar spine, or in fact, any joint in the body for that matter? Well, by increasing your joint range, by moving through your joints at fullest range of motion in an active way, and also strengthening and stretching all the muscles around the joints. A lot of you complained that your lower back hurts. So in this case, we'd want to strengthen the deep core layers and also the glutes. And also a lot of you complained about neck pain, probably from a lack of movement through your fullest range of motion where the neck can move, and also potentially a weakness in your deep neck flexors, probably from looking down too much at technology, also known as tech neck. If you found this information helpful, give me a like or a comment, and I can follow up with some simple exercises and stretches for everyone wanting to get more strength and mobility through the spine.